What is that sound?
What's that grinding noise? You jackass.
Gotta leave y'all with something.
Turn me up on the headphones.
Things all stay the same. You know what time it is, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, look for a car fleet. Fuck you heard about. Only time you see me on the net is when I'm swerving out. We gon' build some bridges just to find it ain't working out. Like an EDD flex wasn't worth it now. I see a lot of people settle for a certain now. 20 years later wondering why they ain't working out. We can see you later, fuck the favors for this route. Cause they was hating on us then, I guess they learned it now. So stay the same. Why we always in the rain? Times like this I can't complain. They just trying to feel some things.
I know y'all want to feel some things. I know y'all want to feel some things. Let's be real. Yeah, it's Kai feeling some things, man. I know that's what y'all want.
Go get him a napkin.
Oh, shit.
They didn't know. They didn't know what was bigger. New Year's.
Leg shaky this shit.
They didn't know what was bigger. New Year's or this thankless drop. It's really a debate, and I think the nation is really at a back and forth. No one really knows what's a bigger celebration.
I'm thankful for Thankless, man.
Yeah, my money's on Thankless, honestly. If we did a poll, I feel like the majority of the world would say Thankless. But either way, it's the Really Good Podcast, man. We are here. We are live.
Yes,
episode 89, man, getting one episode closer to 100. If you're watching this, like and subscribe, man. You know the vibes.
Yeah.
Kai Creation in the cut.
Yes, sir.
Solid the Hustler not here. That's such a heartbreaker. I'm truly heartbroken. Been heartbroken since we started, or since before we started. And then to keep it real, in the building, in the flesh. Now back to this Thankless drop.
Yes.
It's out. I would like to take this time for anyone watching this, man. Do me a favor. Give the song a listen. Last song before the end of the year. A lot of people wouldn't drop a song at the end of the year. No one does it. But I decided to do it just to kind of pre-kick off my little 2023 vibe, you know? I'm going to be dropping once to twice per month. Hella music videos. We just did the music video for this one.
Yeah.
And it looked great so far. I was pretty hyped. But yeah, I'd appreciate everyone giving it a listen, giving it a like, and definitely adding it to their playlist, whether it's Spotify, Apple Music, any of that stuff, man. It's all greatly appreciated. And I just did this so that I could clip this later and put it on Instagram.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. That's
Anyways, y'all, how was Christmas? Y'all had a good Christmas?
Christmas was good. Yeah, Christmas was good. I can't complain. So
why you look so happy about Christmas, though? My boy, too happy.
What kind of gifts you get, dog?
That's some good gifts. You know,
got the gift of God.
Yeah, oh God. I was around close family, mom, grandma, stepdad. Wrote them some letters like the day of because I really didn't know what to get them. But I was like, let me write some heartfelt shit. So wrote them that. They all liked it. Almost started crying and shit. So that was good.
The tears.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I got taken out for Christmas, you know, a dinner and, you know, a couple gifts and flowers and stuff like that. So that was cool. We never really had that happen before. And
they gave you flowers?
They gave me flowers, yeah.
Yo, that's some cool stuff. When a girl gets you flowers.
But throwing that shit straight in the trash. Fuck, I'm supposed to do with these? I ain't got no vase.
I gotta
look like I just got a vase at the house. I gotta set it up. My mom be like, take it first thing. She's, let me grab my vase. Grabbing the vase out. I'd get in, just put it on the table.
I mean, flowers are really nice, bro. It was some roses in there. It was the ones that kind of like take a day or two to bud, so now they're bud and it smells.
I wouldn't
nice.
be there to watch
good.
them bud.
Yeah.
The trash should be watching them bud with all the little maggots on it.
I used to shit on flowers all the time. Like, why do people buy people flowers? They're terrible. They're just gonna die.
That used to be one of your lines when you talk to girls. You'd be like, you know, roses low-key smell like shit, huh?
On God, I used to tell people that.
He got all the hoes with that one.
Yeah, roses really smell like boo-boo. That's an Outkast song. But yeah, no, it was nice. It was a nice gesture, beautiful gesture, and it was wonderful, man. Christmas was cool. But yeah, my family was like, yeah, we don't need more gifts anymore. Just keep writing us letters. I'm like, bet. I'll find some nice shit to say every year.
Call me broke. Yep. It's fine.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
So yeah, it's cool.
That's pretty dope, man. I was over here just hating on everybody having a great Christmas because you know your boy doesn't celebrate Christmas. I saw all these posts and shit. I was like, fuck these people with their nice ass families. It was kind of sad. I had a interesting Christmas. I fucking did laundry. I did laundry.
Yeah.
I feel like I did that last year too.
Oh yeah, that's player.
Dog, I had to get some shit done. I did some clips.
Nice.
But yeah, Christmas is like, usually I play basketball. That's usually my tradition. But I don't know. This year was a little different. I've been like hella in my head lately. It's been a rough
Depression.
week, dog. It's been a rough week, man.
Hey, okay, kicking it off.
A1 for
I always admire your guys' honesty, especially right in the first 10 minutes. It's always a treat to get it.
How was your
But
Christmas?
people really be hooping on Christmas Day?
Yeah. Somebody like park hoops. They'll have people outside, especially in the daytime. They're not gonna be out there midday.
I cannot hoop outdoors anymore. That is, I'm just so
It's your knees, huh?
yeah, so past it in life, bro. Like during COVID, it was a vibe. I could do it consistently because there was no other option. But now it's like the feeling my knees get out there, the type of runs you get outside.
Yeah.
And just like the last thing I want to do is get hurt at a fucking park. Like,
Yeah, okay.
I get hurt indoor, fine. It is what it is. You're playing, but like, I don't want to be at the park getting hurt or like have someone hack me on a fast break. That's how Ryan tore his ACL. Like, motherfuckers are stupid at the park, bro. And you're just like so much riffraff. They're bad enough in gyms, but like, ugh, shucks, man. We need a referee.
Don't let it be
How-
a double rim and shit. That's terrible too.
How was your Christmas?
Christmas was a vibe. It was cool. I was in a car. Well, I had to drop off a car Christmas Day at the airport at like 9:30.
Let's go.
But then, yeah, it was great. I didn't mind it. But I was in Carlsbad on the Christmas Eve, and then I went back and then did that, and then went back out there.
So
But-
you was depressed too. Y'all both was depressed.
Man, I work
Carlsbad
so well,
Christmas?
bro. This editing life is just depression. That's what I really come to find. Like, to really be in this grind and put out the amount of content we do. And I was going so hammy on Christmas. I felt great about Christmas, too. You know what I felt good about? I'm realizing all these other people, like all the other content creators, they all have employees, right? And you can't make your employees work on Christmas. And they're not working on Christmas, bro. So it's like so many people. It's like a whole market that's just not like no one's putting out anything because you can't make employees work at this time. So I can work at this time. Even on weekends, I'm going to start putting out way more stuff on Saturdays and Sundays because I always notice a big lull in content, whether it's sports content, broadcasting, all that shit. It's a big lull. Makes sense. These people are employees. They're salaried employees. They're not coming in on the weekends.
Right.
So everything takes a break on the weekends. You can't force people to work. I can force myself to work on the weekends, crank out hours. I probably got like 10 TikToks off of the last episode. No, actually more than that. But man, just locking in. But also, that shit gets depressing. Let's be real.
Editing is not the most fun process of the job for me. Like I'd rather shoot, I'd rather plan, I'd rather storyboard and scout location. Anything like editing is cool. I like the fact I'm getting better at editing, but that's the most tedious, monotonous part of the entire process.
Yeah, and it's just definitely joyous, a lot of stuff. But it is tedious. And like cranking out that many clips, bro, and like you have to wait, you export, waiting, and it's just like you kind of are like you're kind of slaving away at the same time. Everyone we always talk about like not doing no 9 to 5 shit, but like you're gonna slave one way or another, whether it's your own business or something else. Like
For sure.
you're going to have to. But yeah, I just kind of like I don't know. I just kind of live with it. I just be like, you know what, man? Like, look at the shit I have to do for this game, man. I can't wait till I'm in interviews. Like, they don't fucking know the nights I spent. They don't know the fucking hours daily, like, whether I felt good or not. Yeah, they'll never see it, but I'll be there to tell them.
Yeah.
So I like that.
It's just a
shit,
part
man.
of the job. I like the editing aspect of when I finish a project. Because it's like I was
That shit's sexy.
I was telling Sakib earlier, it's just like, nobody's ever seen this before. And that part makes me happy as an artist. Like, okay, I get to create something you've never seen. I've never seen it. So it's amazing. You know what I mean? But yeah, when you sit down, you go shoot for whatever, and then you got to sit down and edit. It's like, nah, that's not fun at all, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it also depends, bro. Some shit be like hella fun. And then there's parts of everything, like, especially when you know what you have to do, it could just be so many steps to get it done.
Unless you're excited to edit. There's been some projects I'm like, I can't
hell
wait to
When you
edit
first
that
throw
shit.
like music video footage
Yeah.
up, fuck, you start
Yeah.
lining it up, dog. That shit is so fun. Honestly, I do love doing music videos, honestly.
I like for podcast clips, it's pretty simple. I feel like you understand, like if we have some really good conversation, it's super fun to edit. But then if it's like a dull podcast, it's like those are the ones that you might be looking at like, damn, I got to find some clips out of this. But especially with like sketches, I feel like I'm super excited to edit because I nailed the acting, I did it in a certain way, boom, I could edit this, and it's super easy to just clip up now.
Yeah.
That's the fun part. But yeah, fucking editing, man, that shit's tough.
Nah, it ain't tough,
It's
bruh.
easy.
Don't
Yeah.
end on a bad note.
Yeah, we're not going to on
But
bad note.
what was I going to say? It's the end of the year, December 30th. Any New Year's resolutions?
Nah, I'm not fucking
Oh,
with New
you're
Year's
soft.
resolutions.
You don't want to better
New Year-
yourself.
Nah, New Year's resolutions are weak as fuck to me. I'm like, just do the shit now. Like, whatever you got to resolve it now. Figure it out. Like, I stopped smoking a few days ago because I didn't want to come into the new year. I feel like I'm on the cusp, right, of like, of like life and shit like that. I want to make sure there's nothing distracting me. My head is clear. Like take a break. I've been smoking for years. Like do the little shit now. Okay, I want to clean my room better. Clean your room now. Like, well, what are we waiting for the new year to start doing shit? You want to do something, do it now.
Such an end of the year lull though. December, man, across the board, it's just such a lull.
I feel like it's always like that though. Like you're kind of just reflecting on the year, what happened in the past, and what you want to do for the future. And it's
People
kind
go
of
out
like
of town, vacation. They just say,
Yeah.
"I'm done till the new year."
yeah. But I feel like everything kind of slows down during the winter. Even animals, like on like a nature aspect.
See,
like
so
you're supposed to just kind of
doesn't it
take
make
time
sense?
and be cool. But like I don't know. I feel like even then, like I was like, oh, I'm gonna take a break. I'm not gonna work. I was still working. I was still pushing through shit. I had like 1 week where I was like, all right, I need to stop because everybody was telling me to stop. Like my mom was telling me to stop. My homies is like, yeah, bro, you need to chill. Like you've been working. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then even then, I'm like, I feel weird sitting down for 2 days not doing shit, 3 days not doing shit. But
Yeah, your mom
it's
is cool. That
it's
makes
it's
sense.
a good
but
rest.
Fuck the
but-
homies. Y'all niggas ain't got to where I'm trying to get to. So shut the fuck up. You should
Yeah.
think I'm working too hard. Good.
Yeah.
Tell that story. Remember that one.
But I always feel like I'm not working hard enough. So like I'm just sitting there like, bro. But you need those times to kind of take a step back and reflect and just kind of like live life for a little bit. And you know, you got some bars about that.
Nope. 12 clips out by Tuesday. We pod on Friday. I had a whole pod done and 12 clips done by Tuesday. Maybe
Animal.
Wednesday if I slow up a little.
Animal.
And I'm kicking it with my mom, spending all that time. If everyone worked, man. If everyone worked. That's all you got to do. But see, I do see the point in New Year's resolution, bro. The new year, you want to start a little fresh. It is a vibe, although I hate it as a gym goer. Because I'm like, you guys are pussies, bro. You're going to be here for 2 weeks and your New Year's resolution is dead. My New Year's resolution is that I won't be smoking the puffs anymore.
Oh, okay.
But
that's
really,
good.
it was more like a deadline because I just wasn't ready to stop. So it's like, okay, starting 2023, we'll stop smoking these things.
Hey, I'm on that.
You're
same
on it too?
trip.
So
Yeah.
Keeb's in on it, Nas is in on it, I'm in on it. I want you to take in on it.
I don't hit no good.
Stop hitting the puffs.
I
after
don't smoke
January
Bro,
no
we
puffs.
see you hitting them
Or
on the
stop
low,
now,
bro.
bro.
We saw you hitting it on
I've
the
been
low,
stopped
man.
the puffs, bro. Yeah, I was just like, man, that's not doing nothing for me. It's nah.
Man, I feel like I'm having like a rough end of the year. Like if y'all don't know, your boy's going through a breakup, single life. It's just tough.
Is it a
It's just
breakup
sad.
though?
Yeah, it is a fucking breakup. But you know, lately I've been in my fucking head so much, like just been clouded with so many things, and you know, like one of the hardest things is like, damn, I don't really have like funny thoughts anymore because I'll just think about like certain things about my life. Like, right, it's crazy. It's like the breakup happened, but then at the same time, like in my head, I'm now just like getting a microscope on my life and trying to see what I'm gonna do. And I'm trying like my best. And you know, like I'll try to be alone and try to think about things by myself. But you know, yesterday I realized like hanging out here with y'all, just like, bro, you know, I got to be in that moment of doing. Because I think it's better to distract myself versus just like staying stuck in my feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was one of the cool things. Like I saw you and JC just like here in the daytime or last night, and you guys were just editing the conversations that you guys were having were kind of like snapping me back out of like the bullshit.
I know he was a sad boy when he came in here.
Yeah, bro, that shit was crazy. I had to like step out. I was like, damn, I gotta
Breakup.
capture my fucking emotions, dog.
I feel like that's the most motivating time is like after a breakup too, because then you know you got that anger or whatever it is if you are angry, but it's gonna put a fire under your ass to really get what you want to get in life, and I mean it should really put a fire under your ass doing the shit that we're doing.
You know, that's what I would always say. That I feel like heartbreak is the catalyst for success, and I don't know. Being in the heartbreak, I'm just like, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I thought it was just gonna happen. I forgot about the part of dealing with it right then and there. But I feel like I'll snap out of it. Like I'm trying my best to snap out of it. I feel like give me some time. I'll be solid.
And just to learn yourself outside of a relationship, because let's say you've been in a relationship for 3 years, you by yourself 3 years ago is different than you by yourself now. You get what I'm saying? So like you're a completely different person. So now you get to learn who you are and what you like, your hobbies, and more stuff like that. Explore and save a lot of money too. That's always good.
That's amazing.
Good.
That's amazing.
Save a lot of money. So.
I feel like I also like self-flagellate a lot. Like just
What
fucking.
does
What does that mean?
That's like
Somebody jacking off.
Self-flagellate, doesn't that sound?
flagellation is
I'm
like
flagellated.
it's just like critiquing yourself. Like I feel like my inner voice just started getting a little bit harsher lately, and it's just like I just gotta figure out like maybe not just go so deeply on myself, and that's one of the reasons that I need to distract
So
myself.
he is
down on
jacking
yourself,
off. He
yeah.
is jacking off.
Hell yeah! Nah. But yeah, I gotta snap out of it. I feel like I gotta stay around my homies who are just like doing stuff. So it'll motivate me. It's like you're a product of your environment. So I gotta.
Bro, that's when I started doing poetry and shit. We was outside doing shit every week. We had something planned. Like, I was like,
Yeah. I definitely gotta
sure.
be out here again, man.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, I brought the fucking pod down. But it's okay.
I've been
we got
waiting for
some
you to
topics,
talk about your
dog.
breakup shit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
finally, bro.
Should be sad. I almost started crying right now, dog.
I know depression's the worst, bro. Or not depression. Sorry, the breakups are the worst, bro. But like when they talk about time heals, it's just crazy how true it is. So it's like even all the like your brain is gonna be processing so much and all that, and you're gonna feel good some days, horrible some days, like or just wake up feeling awful. But the crazy part is like even with someone having no type of like involvement in what you're dealing with at all, they could still just say like pretty factually within 4 months you'll feel a lot better. And you just will. Like, it's just no doubt. Like, it's not even they need to have inside information. Like, you just, time really does heal. And then you can just see things way more clearly and see why it just wasn't meant, like, it was never going to work out.
Yeah.
But I feel like when people come to that point, you should get to a point of, like, there's no more anger toward that person. Because you realize they were doing the best they could in that situation. They obviously wanted it to work at the start. But end of the day, bro, they did the best they could. And you did the best you could. But if you see things that just were issues for you, it's like, that's their personality at that point. You've seen it front to back.
Yeah, and I gotta stop being that mindset of like blaming others for things that I could have controlled. You know, I feel like when you're in the heartbreak, like my thought process has been like very like negative and pessimistic. But I feel like that all I need is some fucking time.
Don't you wish you got into music now,
bro? Honestly,
he's trying to make niggas laugh.
Yeah, so I've been listening to a lot of music lately, but I gotta just, bro. It sucks. I hate not being able to think funny. That shit's frustrating.
But this is the time where you're gonna start getting that inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta live in it. You gotta be in it and experience it for what it is. But I do think it's crazy how somebody could be your world. You know what I'm saying? And then like 2 weeks later they're not.
Yeah,
or like let's say like a few months later they're not.
It
like,
always be like 2 weeks before the actual breakup. Like y'all was good. Like y'all was like, I love you.
Yeah.
I like you have a whole letter from somebody like telling them how much you like they love you or whatever.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, that shit a wrap.
Yeah. It's like how quick the cutoff is, and I'm just like, oh shit, it's not like how it used to be.
It becomes so official.
And I kind of feel weird. It's like I don't know if I could love the same. Like I don't know if I could ever be head over heels over anybody in life because I remember how I was and how that's just not the best quality of. That's not the best version of myself. Like, I don't know if I could ever let myself get to that adolescent love. You get what I'm saying? Where you're just so like, oh, like heart, you know what I'm saying, rose-colored glasses and shit. Like, I don't think I can. Like, because I understand now, I might love you today, and I still love you, but the attachment is gonna be different. Like there's different aspects of it. Like I know that tomorrow you might change your mind and it's be like, fuck me, I have to live with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's the reality of the situation because I'm pretty sure your first girlfriend at one point you didn't think y'all was gonna break up. Second girlfriend you didn't think y'all was gonna break up, and then it happens, and now it's like, okay, I gotta pick up the pieces. Like you're always left picking up the pieces after the fact, and you're by yourself picking up the pieces. Like
that's my strategy with Ollie boy. Gotta have a dog. Make it feel like it's her dog too. So now it's like, so you want to leave Ollie? You don't care about Ollie? You don't need to see Ollie anymore. He'll never see you again. And I'm gonna talk shit about you to him. He's not gonna fuck with you ever. Don't hit him on the holidays. None of that. Say goodbye to him.
Man,
I'm gonna remove the smell from his nose.
Oh, God, I'm taking everything out of here. You're sent on it.
Before it's like, how's your mama? How's your brother? How's this? And it's not, you ain't got that person no more.
Yeah,
like, bro. Sheesh.
Now I'm about
that
to be mooching
may
on
be
y'all.
happening. This may be happening with the Lakers and LeBron.
Oh, thank you. I was about to say it.
It may be happening. Let's keep it a stack. LeBron is not happy with the Lakers organization.
He's not at all. I have his tweet pulled up or his comment after.
He tweet?
His
quote,
comment.
quote,
Comment.
quote.
So
I'm like, damn, you went all in. Hey, but let me just say though, watching that post game press conference, I thought he did that so beautifully. And people will call me a LeBron hater, especially in my younger days. But like, I thought he did that all so beautifully. Everything he laid out.
So I didn't hear him say it, so I kind of wish I did, but I have the words here. So he said, I'm a winner, and I want to win. And I want to win and give myself a chance to win and still compete for championships. That has always been my passion. That has always been my goal since I entered the league as an 18-year-old kid out of Akron, Ohio. Shut the fuck up, LeBron. All right. I'm sorry. And I know it takes steps to get there. But once you get there and know how to get there, playing basketball at this level just to be playing basketball is not in my DNA. It's not in my DNA anymore. So we'll see what happens and see how fresh my mind stays over the next couple of years.
I love the Lakers. I love the Lakers.
I like turtles.
I love the Lakers, dog. I love the Lakers. But LeBron saying this, like, I understand him, yo.
Totally understand him.
Yeah, because it's like you're coming to the last few years of your season, and your team is not producing the way that you're producing. Like, if you see his stat line, what is he averaging in the last 6 games? 33, 5, and 6?
He's going crazy.
He's going crazy, right? Why would you want to be in a team for your last few years where you're just losing? You still want to get one more trip, or even 2, if you can.
And to take
Michael took a break from basketball for 3 years, and then came back and did it.
I'm talking about the Wizards, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Michael
What
didn't
do you-
win
he
shit with
didn't
the
win-
Wizards.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't win shit. The last few years of his career, he was.
But he owned the team, though. He's a part owner, so he was an owner player. That's how they worked out that deal. He had partial ownership and he was playing. But the thing with, like, even deeper into what you said, LeBron signed an extension with us this summer, basically telling Rob Pelinka, and by the way, I put all this blame on Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss. Jeannie needs to sell the team. She never will. Fine. I'm not going to keep barking up that tree. Rob Pelinka also got a contract extension. For what, I ask? Like, really, for what? Why would you give this guy an extension after seeing what the roster he put together the last 2 seasons? You could argue the one 2 years ago, AD got hurt, everything got messed up. Shut up. Don't want to hear it. Nothing worked out. We got first rounded. The second year, come on, we had a trash roster. This year, bro, it's not been good at all. That's why LeBron is talking about, I might just pack up and go. Really, what he was also alluding to is he could also retire. It's about his body will stay right, but he needs to keep his mind right. And he was saying, like, he kind of also alluded to going back to Cleveland. And he was just saying, like, I mean, my son's about to graduate. I got all this stuff going on. Like, so, and I'm still, like, you know,
I'm looking at life after basketball.
Yeah, I'm looking at life after basketball, too. So, I got to really love what I'm doing, and I'm a winner. Like, I've done this all these years. I just don't really get joy out of playing meaningless basketball. So, back to Rob Pelinka, bro. LeBron signs the extension saying, all right, bro, come on. Give up our picks. Go get somebody. We don't want to give up picks because Jeannie is too worried about the future. LeBron's getting older, so they don't want to just give away their picks and fuck us over. Bro, LA doesn't build young talent, bro. We don't do that shit. We don't even have a history of doing that. You could talk about Kobe, but Kobe was different. Jerry West got him saying, y'all are going to win a ring together. It wasn't, nah, give him like 5-6 years. He'll be something really special. No, it was ring time. We got Shaq. We got him. Give him 2-3 years, really preferably now. We don't build up young talent, bro. So they got the whole game fucked up. You're wasting LeBron's time, wasting this time where he's still balling out. And you guys really owe it to him at this point, bro. He signed an extension, letting y'all know he's going to be here, and y'all don't give a fuck. If you wanted to walk after having an extension, like now, trade, you're getting hella value back for him anyways. So who really cares about those picks, bro? Grow up, Jeannie. Grow up, Rob.
Do you feel like they're wasting his time? Because I feel like do you think they did the best job to put the best pieces around him?
No,
for this season,
they don't want to
season
give
now.
up no picks, bro. We shouldn't have... Bro, and also Darvin Ham. Sometimes our lineups, bro, we have like three guys under like 6'2" out there playing. No, bro, we shouldn't have Pat Bev. And Pat Bev's also having like one of his worst years shooting wise. But regardless, like we need people way better, bro. I mean, we never worked out Buddy Hield's trade.
Yeah, that
There's
shoulda
just so
happened.
many different things we could move around. We got Dennis Schroeder. We picked up Pat Bev. We got Juan Toscano Anderson. Yeah, he looks cool on the Warriors. He don't look good out there. And he's hurt now. Kendrick Nunn. Straight dud, bro. Like, there's just so many duds on the team, and we're not making no moves. But I also think LeBron is smart. He's saying this before the trade deadline. He knows, I'm saying this, I'm letting him know, bro. Like, I'll ask for my first trade out of my first time in the career. I'll ask for that shit because y'all are bullshitting. And we really are, bro. I would not fault LeBron at all if he left us. I would only fault Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss.
If he got traded, where would he go? What team do you
trades
think
for
he could
LeBron.
win and win a chip from? And what would the Lakers get in return?
Shit, probably Giannis, bro. That's probably like, no.
Nah,
I'm
Giannis not
tripping.
gonna
I'm tripping
leave.
like fuck. I'm
Giannis
tripping
not
like shit.
gonna leave.
That's the thing. I think there's no way you're going to do a head-up switch or a head-up trade with him and anyone else because it's just not going to be the same value. Because anyone you'd have to value where LeBron is at, even if we're talking
What
salary.
about Philly?
For who?
For
Joel.
Jay Hard, Tobias. I don't think they would give up Joel.
See, that's what I'm saying. It would have to be in pieces. You're not going to get a head-up trade because it would be, if it's a head-up trade value-wise, it's still going to be a superstar. And then even just as far as attributes, it's going to have to be a superstar. But no one's going to just trade up their superstar for LeBron because there's
aging
no
LeBron, yeah.
agent-ass LeBron, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense because anyone you're comparing him to has a lot more years than he has.
Yeah.
So it would have to be some pieces, bro. And then, honestly, I'm not that good at front office stuff. Like, Melvin's better at that stuff. He'll have, like, different trades lined up.
Cap space and
I
shit.
don't know. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have to be some pieces, some good pieces.
How do you feel about LeBron?
I like
Talking
LeBron.
like
I
that.
feel like his comments kind of made sense, and you kinda gave me some clarity to it because I didn't see the press conference. But I kind of just question him as a superstar because I've seen like Dame Lillard, who doesn't complain about him losing and shit like that. I mean, Dame
is not a winner. That's why.
Yeah. I mean, you can say that
He's a winner.
He's a winner in his mindset, but he doesn't.
He's just not a ring winner and never will wear a ring on his finger.
Yeah, or like people like Dwayne Wade or like people that stuck it out with their team. I feel like that's a quality that I like, or like Kobe or Mike. Like when the going gets bad, you can't just be like, oh, I don't know if I could do this. I'm so used to winning. You know what I'm saying? But then we've also seen LeBron and like question his loyalty when it came to like the whole Miami shit, him building teams. So it's like, oh, okay, when you could build a team, when you're the coach of the team, damn near, you're happy. Le GM, you're good. But the second y'all start losing, it's an issue. Like, why is that the case? You know what I'm saying? So it's like
because you're not winning.
But Le GM made some good moves. Like that's the thing. They tried to let their nuts hang. The Lakers. They didn't want to even let Tyronn Lue be the coach when Braun wanted him. They just didn't listen to anything Braun said. Like, they want to be the big dogs. And, bro, come on now. Like, it's not working out, bro. Let him pick his cast and let him go take us to the finals, which he did all these other years. He was in the East. The East was a lot weaker back then. Yeah. But come on now, bro. And, okay, the thing with Kobe. So Kobe did, right before 2008, he was demanding a trade. Mm-hmm. He wanted out because you're wasting years of his prime, and he's carrying this team, and you had bum-ass Smush Parker and Kwame Brown. Like, you guys are being cheap as fuck, paying these guys nothing, like, because they're bums, and you have them playing alongside Kobe, and Kobe is living down, like, you chased out Shaq. You never won without Shaq. You can't win without Shaq. He's like, bro, I'm not fucking playing with you guys. Like, I will leave out this bitch. Then they did right by him. They got Powell over there. They got Bynum was already there, but they got Powell over. Great trade. And then we got some chips. At the point when we were asked again, Kobe was already, he got that 48 mil for 2 years, which is even more. It would have been even more nowadays. But got it for 2 years. He was balling out. He's chilling. And it was like, he's not going nowhere. He knows he's more near the end of his back post Achilles. But with LeBron, he doesn't really have the same connection. He hasn't been here since day one.
Right.
And he's not really like getting near the end. Like he is age-wise, but he's still balling. So it's like, why wouldn't he want to go win a ring in his 21st season?
That is a great point because LeBron, he's been the guy who's moved teams consistently. So it's like him asking for a trade, I don't see any issue with it or anything in his character because he's the one who opened the Pandora's box.
And he's also never asked for a trade either. It would be his first time he ever asked for one.
And it's like, if you already opened up Pandora's box, I really don't see anything wrong with you wanting a trade, especially in these last few years. You want to fucking get a chip. That's like the main thing. That's what every one of these superstars are fighting for.
Unless you're Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard will get a ring one day, bro.
Damian Lillard
one day, bro. I hope he does.
He would never get rings, bro. And that's the sad part about it.
So did Dame say that he just never would leave Portland?
He don't say that.
He's just delusional.
He just be talking about that loyalty shit, and then he would say like, you know, the only person I'm cool with people putting above me is Steph. Steph, okay, cool. Like you could say that. I take that. Steph's amazing, but also you got to look at the team people he had on the team he started on. Like he had that team, and then they built around him. He didn't have to jump teams. I'm like, nigga, if Dame hadn't gotten out or if Steph hadn't gotten out the second round, I think he would have asked for a trade. Honestly, bro, like that's a different story. You can say, well, the team he started on had great players, great, but then other people didn't have that luck, and they got traded. A lot of people. That's how trades work, bro. So it doesn't matter. Like they just accept it, bro. People are gonna put other people higher than you because you never won a chip. People are gonna put Kyrie higher than you if he does his thing with the Nets. Nets are balling right now.
They are killing right now.
How many years do y'all think LeBron has left in him?
4.
Like around 4. Like that 3.
4 I'm gonna say 4 if he wants to. Really, I think he for sure can, bro. Sometimes you be watching him scoring, and it's like he'll have the most quiet 30, bro. Like he'll really be having a shit game. Like where is LeBron at, bro? It's the third quarter. He has 14 points. Finished that motherfucker with 29 points, bro. I watched it. I'm like, yo, LeBron has 29 now. I forgot who I was with at the game. I think I was with Nas at that game. Yeah, and we're lit and stuff. And I'm like, yo, Bron has 28 right now. Then he fucking split free throws.
Oh, that 29. Was the game losing the shoe.
Oh,
the shoe. That's right.
The shoe was hilarious, bro. When we were watching it, like, the shoe like exploded off of his foot.
Yeah, I didn't
like,
see it
went
when I was
so
there.
far. I can't believe you got it on video. Because me and Tory, we were just watching
laughing.
it. We were crying, bro, the entire time. It's just that, like, I felt like LeBron would have got over if because he had the guy beat, but right when he lost the shoe, I was surprised he even made that pass.
Yeah,
stupid ass Dennis Schroeder.
But that has to be demoralizing though, just to be losing games this way, and then you've been winning since you was a rookie. Like,
yeah, bro, and it's
even on the Cavs, like he was the main guy, always the main guy on the Heat, balling out.
Went
back to the Cavs to win that chip.
Trash roster.
And, even won a chip with the Lakers. Like everywhere he goes, he got the Midas touch. So it's like now, but you don't want to see LeBron just sitting on the bench or just wasting his last few years. But yeah.
Yeesh. Rob, you got some work to do, buddy. Quit
damn.
fucking playing with me.
Quit fucking playing with us in this Tory case. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
You
Man,
remember Shark
okay. Did y'all's minds get a little bit swayed? I feel like your mind had to be a
bro.
little bit more at ease once you hear Tory Lanez on the phone with Kelsey Harris talking about, I'm real sorry. I know Megan not gonna talk to me again. He had that little soft voice
Yeah,
on. He had his
God.
R&B voice on. His, yeah, it's just I was too fucked up last
I need a
night.
translator, dog. That was kind
I
of hard to
didn't.
hear.
And man, I drank too much. Man, I want y'all to know I love y'all.
What'd
you think about that, man? You felt better?
Bro. Okay, so look, I know watching this freaking case, if he did it, he did it, whatever, blah, blah. If he didn't, he didn't. I was very biased towards this case, and I felt really stupid after hearing that fucking voice, that the call from prison. Bro, you can't apologize that many times, bro. It just makes it seem so badly. And, after hearing that, like, I understand why the jurors were swayed. After hearing that and Kelsey's prosecution statement, after hearing all of that, it's like, okay, because before hearing those two pieces of evidence, all we have is Kelsey's testimony, Meg's testimony, and Sean Kelly's testimony. And I'm like, dude, I don't know how Tory lost this case at all. Right. It doesn't make any sense to me. And then you hear him on the phone. It's like you don't even speak about the fact that, yo, I'm so sorry for what I said. You're just sorry. You're just sorry, and you're asking where Meg is. Oh, now I'm apologizing. I know she's not going to talk to me. And then Kelsey played it perfectly. She didn't say too much. She just answered his questions. She didn't say anything to, like, incriminate herself.
Yeah.
It was hard to hear that, man. And now, from this point on, I understand not to be biased before the freaking facts come out, bro. I still love Tory, dog.
I mean, that's hilarious.
I'm gonna be honest though. Kelsey for sure knew her phone was tapped, and then the police were monitoring that call. I'll tell you why. When the call starts, it says you are receiving a call from so and so. So Kelsey knew what time it was, bro. She's sitting there. Yeah, Tory. I'm surprised she didn't say sorry for what, Tory. What did you do last night? Why?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. My memory's kind of foggy. Could you run us through it? But that would incriminate her too, because she had GSR on her hands as well. But yeah, she knew that shit was bugged.
But her testimony, she was like, "Oh, I didn't know who was calling me." On the last part that we saw, because you had the Tory jail call, and then you had the most recent thing that came out about her talking with the what is it?
Oh, the
what's the correct term for it?
Quan.
She was talking with the investigators?
Yeah, the investigators and shit. So she was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't know who was calling me from the jail. It's a random number." But no, you know exactly who's calling you because it tells you. So like it.
So Tory Lanez.
You're talking about the interview she gave 3 months prior to the trial.
Exactly.
That just got
interview, right? So, and she was lying a lot in that shit, like dead ass lying. She
Really?
she lied a lot, and then she even went on court to say she lied. Like in court, she said she lied a lot in that testimony she gave. So it's like, who?
So you believe more the in court stuff she did rather than the sit down she did with the investigators?
I would say I believe more of the in court shit because she would be scared of perjury. Versus like the investigators, because I mean she did go on there and say, "Oh, I lied about everything I said 3 months ago." And how do you go in there 3 months ago, giving the story as if it happened like it was yesterday, right? Because you was drunk, you didn't know what was happening. It was adrenaline. There was a lot going on, but you're telling detail by detail. Like that don't really make sense. Like it kind of seems like you practiced that story enough to give that to the people.
Did you feel that when she was speaking about Meg, you heard the emotions when she was talking to the prosecutors about her statement about what happened that night? Did you feel like when she was speaking about Meg, the emotions felt pretty real? But then when she was speaking to Tory, did it feel like a little scripted?
Wait, when she was on the jail call with Tory?
No, when she was speaking to the prosecutors and giving her statement of what happened.
The
that
investigators.
Night.
Yes.
You're talking about court, or you're talking about when she was talking in the leaked interview?
3 months ago.
3 months ago.
3 months
Right.
ago.
3 months ago. So it's like when she's talking about Meg, she tears up. She has to take a little bit of a break because she's crying. She has to get her emotions right. But then when she's talking about Tory, that story is pretty it's flowing really well.
And that's where I think it's lying. Like how you flow that well from something you don't remember. Oh, I was drunk, so I don't remember what happened. But then when you have all the facts. Oh, I saw him do this. This happened. And I don't really see the emotional aspect. I'm not gonna add her crying about talking about Meg or anything like that. Because when I'm listening to it, she didn't say anything the whole time where she takes credit for anything. Like you said, she didn't incriminate herself. So, you can tell about what happened with Tory, and then. But when it comes to you and Meg, what happened with the fight? Was that a lie? Was that something that happened, or does that not happen? What happened to the
she
witness
definitely
statement?
omitted
She didn't.
stuff.
She omitted a lot of stuff. So it's like, who can I really trust or believe on it? But the thing about the Tory jail call is that he also didn't necessarily come out and say, "I'm sorry, I shot y'all." Like, he sounded guilty. He sounded sad, but he could have been referencing like the fact that he told Meg and got them fighting in the first place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird because it's like, okay, if he did shoot your best friend, why are you answering the phone? Why are you trying to help him out? Why are you still handing him a hand?
And why is your friend not cool with you? Why is your friend not even saying anything to you? Why is your friend's team just talking to you versus her talking to you? Why is it like that instead of like, okay, if you were really protecting her from Tory, then why is she angry at you now? Now, why is she just flying off to New York? Why is she telling you to get out of town? Why is the team telling you to do all these things? So
it's fishy, bro. It's fishy.
I don't think we'll ever know what truly happened, whether it's tomorrow or 30 years from now. Like, I don't think we'll actually ever know. It's just that this story got hella holes in it. One of the biggest questions that I had was about how she... You hear her side of the story from the statement that she gave 3 months ago, and she was talking about Tory was beating her ass, Tory shot Meg, and then when the police came, you're saying that you felt embarrassed and humiliated. So if anything, I thought you would feel relieved. Like, think about it. Whatever you're describing, it kind of sounds like a hostage situation. And then when the cops come, now you're afraid and stuff like that. So it's kind of confusing that I would think that, you'd be like so graceful that they're here, getting you out of a situation that doesn't seem good for you. But then you end up going and talking to Tory on the phone next.
Right.
So it's a lot, bro. I honestly don't know what to think of this case. I just feel like there's a lot of holes in it.
Yeah, it's really so many holes. Because even you look at the witness, bro, that testimony is dead ass like worse than Kelsey's in court testimony. As far as like you just can't really believe it. You don't know what to think of it because of the like so conflicting. Like he said, there was 2 shots fired off when the girls were there. Then the guy just starts waving the gun, shooting crazy. But then you look at the ring cam, and the 5 shots rang off pretty quickly. There was no shots and then a break, and then it was literally 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, it was literally like that quick. So the whole testimony made no sense. That did talk about the fighting and stuff, but even that, like, just made no sense. And then hearing her story, it did seem a little more realistic, but the fighting part, I feel like the eyewitness was not making that thing up. That the two of them were definitely fighting. I wonder if Tory was really fucking her up like that. But also, if he was, then I just feel like that's not the call the next morning, where you're all calm and he was like grabbing you and shit, punching you.
But they were saying there was acrylics found, like her nails is off.
And
like, Tory's not punching your nails off. How your nails get off like that? Oh, okay, you must have been fighting. Like, that's not something that just happens.
And you think you'd be fighting back Tory? Actually, maybe you might be fighting back Tory because he ain't that big. But
well, she said she's 4'11", so they might be the same height. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, oh, you remember all this stuff, but you was drunk. I mean, and then they were saying how people was paying for her rent. It was Rock Nation or on that team paying for her rent, and then Tory paying for her lawyers, and then the whole
allegedly,
and then what was not indemnity, but what's the word, immunity? So it's like that kind of immunity? It's like, why do you need immunity now? Like, that was a kind of piece there. I was just like, I don't know, they're all lying, honestly, and they all need to get arrested for perjury.
All 3 of them are some lying ass motherfuckers.
And it makes total sense. Like, the prosecution just used her testimony as the biggest piece of evidence. Or not testimony, her statement that she gave to them 3 months prior. Because now you even hear Meg's side of the testimony, and she gives exactly what Kelsey said. He's on the side of the car, and he's shooting over, and all this type of stuff. So I was like, oh, okay. It makes the case, you understand the case so much more with these leaks. I feel like you understand why he was charged on all 3 counts. After hearing these leaks and the cases, like, put yourself in the juror's shoes. It's like, okay, she might be lying right now, but I'm hearing her say this 3 months prior, and it's like, oh, okay, now the story's starting to make...
She's not stuttering. She's not looking all fucking nervous and shit.
Do y'all think Tory fucked up, or his team fucked up by not having him go on, or...
Nah, I don't think it was a mistake, honestly.
I wanted to hear it, though. I wanted to hear Tory's side of the story.
Yeah, it would have been nice for us, but like, I don't think he would have been doing himself any favors trying to explain that. I mean, maybe the sympathy aspect, but then to get cross-examined and whatnot, I just think it only exposes you to fucking up.
And do y'all think that Tory fucked up by taking this to trial? Because there was a conversation before. He could have took a plea.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like,
Shit,
nah, I'll beat him.
Now I think he did.
Yeah.
Well, and the lawyer that he was originally gonna get, she was like part of the Rob Kardashian's team for the OJ trial, she was trying to convince him to take a plea for that, and he was just like, nah, I'm gonna take this to trial. So that's kind of tough. With the Kelsey situation, you know when the cops first started questioning her on the day of the night, or the night. She was saying she was talking day and night on the day of the night. I'm fucking beast, bro. But she wouldn't say anything to the police without her lawyer present. With the prosecution that she had, or the investigators, she didn't have a lawyer present. So I wonder why she would do that. Is that something that people would do if you're gonna get questioned by the prosecution? Would you take your lawyer with you or not?
This is the same thing. It's just investigators / detectives. So, yeah, if you wanted a lawyer there, but if she's giving a statement, then you don't really need a lawyer. I mean, some people will, but you're giving a statement. Most of the time, people getting lawyers, they're not going to say shit.
Do y'all think the investigation, the line of questioning was kind of weird? It was kind of like they were leading her into questions, like, or like, oh, okay, what happened? Oh, like kind of like sympathizing
Well, that's
with her.
her
Like,
job, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, you're not really supposed to sympathize with the person like that to lead them to say things. Like, you're supposed to just really be very neutral and just ask the question straight up and just get like straight answers. But like they're catering to her emotions more than like I feel like regular stuff like that. You think there was anything weird with that?
I feel like they'd do that to more women. I feel like that's something because like especially if you're getting into your feels about it, like I would think that they would be a little bit more apathetic. You know, like if somebody starts crying during an investigation, it's like you have to you have to have the emotional awareness that, oh, okay, this is something that's bothering them, so maybe we will have to. But what was it called? With the prosecution asking questions, they're trying to get the win for their client. So obviously they're gonna ask in a way that it's like she's gonna answer.
They're not prosecutors.
Yeah, investigators.
They're investigators.
Investigators. Oh shit, my bad. I keep calling them prosecutors.
Bro, I really don't care about this trial anymore. I'm gonna be so frank with you. Like, there's just way bigger stuff. Like when Andrew Tate gets arrested, I think the world just stops. Like I don't care about anyone else's court case. My brother could be in court right now. I'm still checking on Andrew Tate. Let's be real.
Fucking Andrew Tate.
Is he still sitting?
Well,
Yeah.
I heard Tristan's out.
Tristan's out. He's still in there for 30 more days.
If Tristan was a real one, he would have said, nah, lock me up with Andrew.
Nah.
He would have walked out, walked right back in. Where's Andrew still at? I'm finna stay with him.
Nah, he
I
got to
thought
do
y'all
things
was
on the
brothers.
outside.
I thought y'all was brothers.
Yeah, man.
Oh, y'all brothers when it's all good in Romania, but as soon as y'all get locked up, here's the thing. I see him walking out. I see AT with his little hands behind his back with the hood on, looking fly
Bro,
as
the
hell.
pics are crazy.
Too
Yeah.
fly. Looking with that straight face on, still looking like Top G. Talking about the Matrix has sent them for me, whatever he said,
Matrix
right?
has sent their agents.
I
Yeah,
look
God.
over at Tristan, making sure he firming it. Why he look like he low key about to cry or something?
He was about
like,
to snitch for sure.
Yeah,
Dog,
bro.
Tristan is gonna, bro.
He was gonna tell.
Bro.
for sure.
Tristan had that gunner look in his eyes, bro. I'm looking at him like, dang, Tristan, you don't look solid. Like, and I seen a video of AT laughing in the back of the car, bro.
He got that smile because he knew he gonna be trailed charges. Bro.
But Tristan looked a little frazzled, bro.
So-
I'll be honest.
So if y'all don't know, Andrew Tate and Tristan recently got arrested in Romania on allegations of sexual trafficking. So and this all came apart because he had a tweet back and forth fight with Greta Thunberg, right? We all remember Greta Thunberg, right? The girl from 2018,
The activist.
the activist, the climate change
climate
and
change
protesting
activist.
and stuff like
She's
that.
autistic. If you don't know that.
She has Asperger's. Difference. All right, so so Andrew Tate tweeted, "Hello at Greta Thunberg. I have 33 cars. My Bugatti has a W16 8.0 liter quad turbo. My 2 Ferrari 812 Competizione. Yeah, have 6.5 LV12. This is just a start. Please provide your email address so I can send a complete list of my car collection and their respective enormous emissions." Greta responds, "Yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com." Right?
Got
Yeah.
it.
Andrew then tweeted something else. He then deleted that tweet, but then went on a video talking shit about it, right? And then they had a pizza box. And it was the pizza box that got him, right? Because the pizza is like a local chain in Ukraine, or in Romania, not Ukraine, Romania.
Romania.
And they arrested him. They was like, "Oh, he's back in the country. Let's go get his ass." And then they arrested him, and then now that's how we're here. So she then responded after throwing a little jab at Andrew Tate. "This is what happens when you don't recycle your pizza boxes."
Wow. Okay, I'll give her that one. That was kind of
Yeah.
funny.
But I'm confused because a lot of them are saying like human trafficking and stuff, but then other people are saying like that it's a money laundering. Is it like multiple things tied in, or what's the deal?
It was human trafficking.
But I feel like JC told us about money laundering yesterday, so I was a little confused on that part.
The initial report came out for human trafficking.
God damn,
Yeah.
that's that. You see, this is the second time they did this shit, right?
Yeah, and the first one happened in April of this year.
It's human trafficking and rape too.
Yeah.
Grape.
Yeah.
Who's the rape of?
They don't know. That's the thing.
Some
they
like
really don't
19-year-old
know.
girl. I heard it was like 2 victims they're talking about.
Yeah. Dog, this shit is crazy. He called it out too. He's like, first, they take away your platforms. And second, they're going to try to put me in jail. And third, they're going to kill me. So I was like, God damn, bro. He did call it out. So hopefully he doesn't have anything that gets him put in jail or into prison or anything like that. Because why would the top G need to do sexual trafficking to stay the top G?
Now, okay, I will say this, though. He had some weird shit come out about it, though. Okay, so people were trying to tag him, or like the 2016 incident that happened with him and his wife beating her and shit. But that was sexual play. They both came out and said, we both having fun. That doesn't count, all right? What was it? In 2017, he was removed from United Kingdom to Romania, claiming that 40% of the reason for his move was belief that he would be less likely to investigate sexual assault cases. But his actual statement was, where does it go? He pretty much just said it's easier I could do what I want. I'm free. I don't have to worry about things like that, right?
In Romania?
In Romania. So that's kind of like shady. It's like, why would you say that? Like, 40% of the reason
What
I'm
if he
here
just-
is to avoid some shit like that. Like, I don't know.
Well, what if he's just trying to avoid taxes and shit like that? He always talks about like how America is corrupt, but then Romania is like corrupt, but they allow you to be corrupt in your faces. You know, in America, it's like you can't just like bribe the fucking cop for like, oh, if you're speeding too much, you can't just bribe the cop. You have to go to jail. Romania, I'm just saying that he's probably like avoiding things. It probably isn't the only thing.
But I mean, he's always like, "Oh, don't go to America. Don't go to America." Because why? What? Are you going to get arrested if you go to America?
Nah.
He be in America.
Yeah. He
just
was
won't
a
live
fresh
here.
and fit, dog. He was a fresh and fit,
But
dog.
they say that the prosecutors said they found 6 women who had been sexually exploited by the suspects. But I heard it's like webcam type stuff that they're talking about.
Oh,
This
But
fascinating.
But wasn't that his original business? Isn't that how he made most of his money?
Is that
at
what he
first?
did?
Yeah, he organized cam girls. That was the first play. Like he was like, I had all these girlfriends, so I had to think of a way to make money, and I was just like, all right, I could just convince these girls to be on cams and support these guys who are lonely with girlfriends that are across the world.
Got it.
Okay.
And now I made tens of millions of dollars. So it's like, all right.
all right. Okay, look, something else came out in 2017. All right, Tate received attention for his tweets describing his view of what qualifies as sexual harassment amid the Harvey Weinstein sexual abuse cases, and for tweeting several statements about his view that sexual assault victims share responsibility for their assaults. In 2017, he was criticized for tweeting that depression isn't real.
You see the silliness? All these articles are they're just completely covered in bias. They're going to talk about how he's misogynistic, how he's got his notoriety, and all the toxic, horrible things he said. None of that relates to human trafficking or sex trafficking or rape. Like, just focus on his case. Like, you guys are completely trying to spin a narrative, and it's just so obvious when you can't be unbiased. Because you could be unbiased and maybe hint or, like, just quote him or whatever, but, like, they go to so many extents. Because even the article I was reading, it starts with that, like, mainly known for his misogynistic, toxic men's health comments, whatever, like... Bro, just report the story, dog. They'll put out so much stuff to try to make the consumer just believe, like, oh, wow, and now he's in this human trafficking. This guy seems like the devil.
Right.
But it's totally unrelated. Like, talk to me more about human trafficking evidence. That's what I'm curious about when I look at an article about Andrew Tate getting arrested, not his views.
And I'm curious, like, if the girls are coming out and saying anything about this. Because usually it's just like somebody makes a claim or they allegedly think that he's doing human trafficking or whatever it is. And you'll see, we saw it last time. They came into his house, they freaking raided the house, and they found nothing. This time, it's like they come to his house. The only people that came out of his house was him and Tristan. Did you see any girls? So it's like...
Yeah, he had no bitches.
No bitches.
Top G for what? Y'all came out there, no hoes?
Hey, it's haram. He's Muslim now.
Oh,
All right?
Haram G.
I think it's crazy though. It's like, okay, he got arrested for the
Halal
same
G.
thing.
Halal G, I think.
Arrested for the same thing earlier this year. Was detained for 5 hours and released. Do they not have double jeopardy in Romania, or can they just keep going back to his house every single time they think that
What's
he's
double
human
jeopardy?
So like you can't go to court or something for like the same thing twice type shit.
Oh.
But I'm
get
saying
charged
like,
for the
or
same
charged for the
thing.
same thing twice. Now, of course, like allegations, that's kind of different. But if you've already got me for human trafficking, released me saying I wasn't doing it. You had me earlier this year. Why are you back in my door saying the same shit? You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like, I don't really think he did it because I mean, you know how crazy you have to fucking be to go on the media tour that he did, and then really have girls in the dungeon in the war room just like slaving away. Like, you know how narcissistic and fucking delusional you have to be to do some shit like that.
And the amount of money he's already made, like to still be trying to get hit licks off the cam girls is
Come on.
kind of crazy, bro. Like, how much money they really getting you, bro? Like,
It's
you
like
just
Logan Paul and NFTs.
gotta diversify the streams.
But
of
there's so
income.
many people like, oh, all the Andrew Tate fanboys are crying. I'm glad he got arrested. Yeah, I told y'all he was doing this shit. It's like, but there's no proof. Like we gotta wait to
Right.
see the facts come out. But it's like, how are you so adamant or ready to just shit on the guy? Oh, you're mad about his misogynistic takes, and he says some crazy shit, but. Come on, bro. If you really listen to Andrew Tate, he's saying some things that make sense. He says like he 98% of the stuff he says makes sense. Honestly, you know, it just has it's from a mouthpiece that you probably don't like. He says it in a way you don't like. He doesn't sugarcoat it.
And if anything, he's getting a lot better with wording it.
Yeah, he's gone soft now.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind. I still want to see. I still
Soft
want to consume his content, bro. I don't mind soft tape. Bottom G. No, that's
Bottom
Aiden.
G.
Bottom G is Aiden, bro. That was hilarious.
It's just
That's
crazy.
funny. Well, Taster better get out, bro. How long you? Oh, it's a 30-day hold.
Yeah, they.
What's
kinda-
up with that? Why 30
Just
days?
to
Like,
investigate more into the case. And it's
put
like,
his ass on bail. I don't know the laws out there, but my man can't get no bail and just dip out. Like, all right, y'all investigate. I'll be at home. Fuck off. Let him pay bail, bro.
yeah.
We need a 30-day hold so we can investigate. How about you investigate before you lock this motherfucker up? That would be great. Do all the investigating, then lock me up.
Exactly.
I would appreciate that. So then you could sort that shit out.
And it's like, we know you actually have a case. Right now, it's just like speculation. We don't know shit.
Right. But then, like, why is
the
it the
Matrix.
pizza box that gave him away? Like, y'all didn't get him at the airport? Like, are y'all that bad at your job?
It's the Matrix, bro.
Yeah, for sure, the Matrix. But also, that point too. I don't think Andrew Tate is that big of a mouthpiece to where he's hurting the elites like behind closed doors that much, because he's not saying nothing new that we haven't heard before. There's elites that are controlling money. There's elites that are control you, get off the grid. He's not saying nothing new, nothing crazy. And then his comments to men, I don't think are that radical to where men are going to be up in arms, ready to fight somebody about it. So it's like, why are you targeting Andrew like that? Like, I don't get it. I'm just
He's
throwing
waking
up, but-
people out. He's waking people up.
But it's like, we've had people wake people up before, and if they really wanted you dead, you would be dead, and we would never hear about it.
Maybe he just like
That might be the next step. According to him, he said, what did he say? They're going to lock you up. He had
And then
something.
kill you.
they take away platforms, then they lock you up, and then they kill you. That's crazy.
If he died, bro. I was
Yeah.
thinking about that. Imagine Andrew Tate, you heard his story, dead in a Romanian prison.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that'll be the
That-
same thing as Epstein, though. It's like, oh, we know exactly who did
And
it,
we
but
know how.
are we going to do anything about it as a society? No.
We don't
No.
know. We'll see how much he impacted the young men.
All the TikTokers, you think
Let's
they
see
finna
it.
do some
Let's
shit?
see it, bro.
Come on, bro.
Everybody in the war room. It's war.
Hell nah.
January 6th, part 2.
Oh shit.
Sheesh.
Oh
Andrew
shit.
Tate edition.
Fuck, man. We're going to stay on the war topic. Logan Paul.
Oh, that's a war.
Yeah,
Dun,
damn.
dun,
That's a war.
dun.
This is gonna be great. This is gonna be
So
great.
he had his company, not company, but he had a business plan of Crypto Zoo, where you buy these eggs and then the eggs hatch, and then you got this coin that's attached to it, and you make money by playing the game, which has been done before, but he was doing it different. And he was saying he put all these hours behind it, really garnering public
This has been
attention.
my life.
Put
This is my
millions of
life.
dollars.
I put my soul into this.
I'm so excited.
Come to find out, the infrastructure is all fucked up. None of that really happened. Nobody ever saw any money from it. And yeah, so now
He was
people are looking
teaching
at him
kids
like,
about investing, bro.
yeah, so now people are looking at him like, bro, what are you doing? You're scamming everybody. This is fucked up. And yeah,
And we've seen a lot of other celebrities who have done like crypto pump and dumps. Like, if you do you guys remember a couple months ago there was a, what's her name? So Kim Kardashian, Paul Pierce, and Floyd Mayweather, they were promoting Ethereum Max, and I feel like a lot of these celebs, they'll kind of just use their influence to get a quick pump in there, and then they'll just fucking sell. And it's like, I really don't understand why they do this, because you guys already have millions of dollars.
Oh,
It's
I
like,
see,
why
yeah.
would you do that to your fans like that? People, if anything, the reason you have millions of dollars is because you have fans. So it's like, why would you put them in this type of a scheme just to make a quick buck? I don't even know if it's just to make a quick buck, because the intentions just doesn't make sense to me. Logan Paul shit, there was a CoffeeZilla. He made like a 3-part.
He is the one that exposed him.
Bro,
Yeah.
he was working on it for a whole fucking year.
That's crazy.
That's
a year
insane.
is wild.
Yeah, and the reason that he started is because Logan Paul was talking about like, yeah, you know, me and my team, we've probably put in $1 million into this, and then you start realizing that after people invested into the eggs, they weren't able to hatch the eggs. They're like, it's not working, and Logan's not saying anything.
What were
at this
the eggs
point.
supposed to have in them? Were they have?
So okay. So this is the thing. So you buy an NFT, and it's supposed to be a zoo. So these eggs hatch into an animal that they create, and he claimed that they were handmade drawings of these animals. But then you realize it's just freaking Adobe Photoshop, and it's like a gorilla and a cat. And you mix them together, and you just attach, or like gorilla and an elephant. And you
it
attach
was like a mixture of animals type thing.
Yeah, and it's like you're claiming that, oh yeah, we had artists create these handmade projects, but it's just like some Photoshop
hand
shit.
clicked.
Yeah. It's like, all
That's
right, cool,
cool.
whatever. CoffeeZilla noticed that he said that he put in $1 million into it, and then he dug a little bit deeper, and he hit up the people who were developing this crypto zoo, so the web developers. Logan said that people were the developers created it, and then they kind of just took it off to Switzerland, and they were like, we want $1 million for it, right?
Yeah.
And then CoffeeZilla goes and interviews those guys, and they're like, yo, we were never paid. So yes, we took the thing that we created because we weren't getting no money. We have 30 engineers that work underneath us. So
Dude said he was paying $50,000 a week. $50,000 a week to run that shit.
bro, that's insane.
The dude's running it.
Don't know,
Took
building it, like
the
have
engineer-
paying the developers, stuff like that, and hasn't seen a lick of money from Logan.
Yeah, so him
Sounds like a lawsuit.
and then they go off, and now you don't hear anything about it. And then Logan comes out with his portraits. What
The
are
99
portraits?
originals?
The 99 originals that comes out, and everybody's like, yo, what happened to our money? Like, we invested so much money into this. And,
Right.
bro, it's so sad because now you start hearing the people, some people invested 50,000, 20,000, 120,000, 500,000, and this is all money that's just gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
then-
seen that dad on there crying about like his whole. What
Dog,
was
it
he
was
saying?
so sad. He was like, yeah, you know, like I was invested into it. My wife was invested into it, and my kid was invested into it. And Logan was marketing it to kids. Like, yeah, kids are gonna love this game. They're gonna love this game. And now it's like, dog, they can't even play the game.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't feel bad for no one that loses money investing. Honestly, that guy was crying there like how he's lost so much, and like his kid has lost so much, he's lost so much, his wife has lost so much. Bro, you bet on Logan Paul's new game. Like, I don't know what you want anyone to tell you, bro. Like, that's not how you invest. And like everyone says, the most dumb, basic thing: don't invest money you can't afford to lose. Like, bro, what are you thinking? You just fucked off 50,000 on Logan Paul's new game. You
Just
felt like
'cause
it'd
he
be the
said
next
so,
thing.
yeah.
Like, who gave you that financial advice? Like, who did you run that by? Your wife, your son?
No, I think it was the kid that gave
Yeah,
me
don't tell me
advice.
your kid is putting you on to financial plays now, bro. You're living in your house, putting you on financial plays, and you fuck off all your money. That's totally on you, bro. It's not how the world works. No one's here to help you keep your money, bro. That's actually not what the world's supposed to do at all. Economy does not run off people holding their money. You need to spend your money, then go back to work and work for some more money to make this motherfucker stupid loaded. But you get your money, pay your bills, and go spend money.
I got some sympathy for them just because it's like,
Fuck 'em.
Yo, just because it's like, okay, cool. You have this influencer who's very popular. He's very invested into this project that he's creating, and he's selling it to you guys in a way that's like, wow, this is undeniable. And then you start going into it, and then you don't even hear him promote it anymore. Just because something went wrong on the back end of it, because basically what happened was that you had these five, they had Eddie, they had Logan Paul's assistant, Danny, they had Logan Paul, the Crypto King, and one other person. And these fools, basically, they were scammers who scammed each other out of the money, which is just sad. And it's like, the only people that are really the victims are the people who invested the money into this game that they thought that they were going to get in early on. the people who actually made money is probably Logan Paul, Crypto King, and the people who started it.
Yeah. See,
So
but okay, you
that's the
said
sad
it was
part.
undeniable when he was talking about it. Even hearing him describe it, I was like, this sounds like some bullshit.
No doubt.
It sounds like some bullshit. I got this new project. I'm gonna keep it under wrap. I'm not gonna talk about it, but it's amazing. It's like, oh, I'm gonna put some money into that. But it was so funny when he was talking to Steve Aoki, and he was like, hey, whatever happened to them eggs? Like, I got a new project. He's like, oh, the eggs? He's like, no. He's like, no. Like, immediately, like, no.
No.
Don't bring
That
that
was so messed up.
It's like-
We'll talk after. We'll talk after.
like that was the funniest shit ever. And then they had the message from the Discord chat, and like what did he say? He was like, "Yo," and then another thing, he's like, something SMH. He said some bullshit in Discord chat. Like it was hilarious. It's like, bro, how do y'all trust the internet personality that much to just say, "I'm gonna give you my life savings"? Like
The reason I feel like people would trust Logan Paul is because he's tried to build his personality to be the good guy now.
Okay.
Because ever since Japan happened, like he almost got canceled, and then you're doing something that's gonna get you canceled again.
Yeah, super canceled.
And yeah, that was one of the worst cancellations we've seen, and you kind of just like took good faith of the people, and you okay. Let's try to give Logan Paul some credit. Maybe you did believe in this. Maybe you did want to create this. Maybe you did want to help people. But when it didn't work, why didn't you just take accountability for it?
right.
You know, that was the thing. It's like you had zero accountability. Like when Steve Aoki asked him, no. It's like, bro, I feel like you have a podcast that you express your opinions on a lot of things. Sometimes I feel like you could have just been a little bit more straight up with the people who did invest into
Straight
it
up.
Say you
early.
fucked up. Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think that probably would have helped him not be
Would
seen
you?
as like an me.
Would you do that?
Hell no, dog.
No, okay,
Hell
you're,
no, I'm
okay,
just
you're
playing. I'm
tripping.
playing.
You're for sure tripping. If you say hell no, you're
No,
tripping.
no,
bro.
I'm playing.
Like, okay, you got to think. You got to get ahead of that PR fucking catastrophe, which now he's in it. Because now it's like, oh, you wouldn't have said shit. Okay,
Go.
You wouldn't have said shit had CoffeeZilla not been investigated for a year, had your brand not been affected, had your drink business now not been affected, your podcast, you doing WWE shit. Had none of that came out, you would still be straight talking about your 99 Originals project, right? So now it's like, oh, you got caught with your dick in your hands, and so now it's like, oh, okay, now I got to say something about it. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like
I
that.
wouldn't have said nothing.
But I think you got to go ahead of it and be like, okay, guys, we have some issues with the crypto zoo. You know what I'm saying? Or my dev guy ran away. You got to do something to kind of go ahead of it. Like you got to be the first person to strike in that
And that
regard.
would probably be a discussion with the PR team. Like, that would definitely need that point of input if I'm Logan. Someone telling me that. But I'd still be weighing it out like, okay, what are the odds no one brings this up again? And, like, this won't get exposed. Lacie know Godzilla, or whatever the fuck that dude's name, CoffeeZilla,
Is on the
is about
case,
to make
boy.
a whole fucking hour-long 3-piece special and take a whole year doing that shit.
Sherlock Holmes,
If I have
boy.
that insight and I'm Logan Paul, fuck yeah, I need to get out ahead of this. I need to figure out as much stuff that CoffeeZilla has on his thing and try to find a way to make a better narrative than the one that's going to be portrayed by CoffeeZilla.
He bought his Patreon.
He
Did
bought
you know that?
CoffeeZilla's?
Yeah. Before it even dropped to the public, he did
Smooth.
watch all of it. And then his response was, while I generally appreciated Steven's creative genius, which is CoffeeZilla, and exceptional work ethic, parentheses, I mean that. This one is simply not true. When appropriate, all bad actors will be exposed, explained, and held fully accountable. I'll speak further on Impulsive January 3rd.
Hey, any promoting? So, see, Tory, it's just not fire promotion. That's probably going to be a very well-watched episode.
And he said he wanted to have CoffeeZilla on Impulsive, but CoffeeZilla is not really into that. He would rather have what do you say? He's like, I can't reply to Logan Paul directly, blocked. But it's pretty wild to refuse to talk to me for months, refuse to address investors for a year and a half, and then caught Logan says he's going to expose the bad actors. And then one of the things he was like, CoffeeZilla wanted to have a live stream with Logan, Eddie, Danny, and all the investors and speak about it right then and there, just so Logan can't have the final
Say
edit
about
and the
it, yeah.
cut and him being on Impulsive.
Well, there was two things. He wanted Logan to get on that and do that, which is obviously a ridiculous ask. What company or people? We're all business partners. Yeah, let's all go on the show and get grilled about our business practice that's clearly already under fire. Yeah, what a great plan. Then he sends an email inviting bro to come on Impulsive. Bro says, how you going to email me after I already emailed you with that offer? We can do it, but it has to be somewhere in a neutral place where basically he's not controlling the footage. We're not in his space. We can do it elsewhere. It doesn't have to be on my shit or your shit, but I'm not going to come and sit on your podcast and let you do the final edit and spin that narrative. So I feel like it's just going to be a standstill. They're never going to meet face to face.
Okay, CoffeeZilla's chasing him down for a year. He called his manager and questioned his manager about it. His manager's like, well,
Jeff, his manager threatened him.
If you keep saying the wrong things, we're gonna have to, do some things. Kind of like
indirectly threatening him.
Indirectly saying, we'll sue you if you keep pursuing. But it's like, bro, if I'm trying to contact you for a year about some shady shit that you're doing, why not just kind of get ahead of it? I mean,
because he spoke to the developers at that point, and now he's just trying to get their side of the story. And the manager is just like, if you don't put out facts in your story, then there will be legal action or something like that.
But he's finding developers. Like, he's really on some Sherlock Holmes shit, like trying to get the story out to the people.
Dude, that dude's a genius.
Yeah, but you got all these people saying they lost 50,000, 7,000, 20,000, their whole life savings. Like, yeah, you got to get ahead of that, buddy.
You know how good he is? That fool went into the blockchain and saw which crypto wallets were selling and not selling, and who held and who didn't hold for the shit. It was the people that sold off their shares were Eddie Isbanez, or I can't really say his name. Ibanez, and the Crypto King.
So, like, the people really mainly involved with it.
Yeah. Logan didn't
and
sell.
That's not shady?
Logan didn't sell.
Okay.
Logan didn't sell because he wanted to hold. He wanted this shit to drive up to like 120 market cap. But then that shit just drove up to 40 million because of those two that started selling. And they were all shady in the fucking Discord and shit.
Yeah. But as the face of that brand or that product, you should have known this was coming.
I don't think he's going to get canceled, though.
No, I don't think so either.
I think people they still love his content too much for him to just get canceled off of this thing. People are going to have a field day for the next couple of weeks just making content off of Logan Paul. But he'll make a recovery. This isn't like some crazy allegation of him doing or fucking filming a dead person. It's nothing like that. So I think he'll have a smooth recovery. It's just going to be a bumpy couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'll be chilling, bro. It'll blow over, honestly.
I don't think the people mad are really going to do that much about it. And then it's also crypto. So it's like, that's already kind of a gray area when it comes to finances. It's like, who do you sue? Who do you really try to fight for? Because it's like, you have a white paper for crypto, and they say he copied the white paper from somebody else. But it's like, besides that, there's nothing you can really do to say, Logan, you're the problem, or you're the reason why it didn't work out. Like, nah.
You have a whole team around you. That's the thing. It's like, it's so many other factors involved.
Yeah, I mean, if everyone's just careful with their investments, no one gets hurt. Yeah.
True.
Dumbasses.
Hey, is Kanye really missing?
They say he's missing?
Yeah, bro. I saw that too.
His manager is like...
It's just because somebody's trying to give him, like, let's say I'm trying to hand you a note to, like, force you to pay $45 million, and then nobody's
They're trying to serve him and shit?
Yeah, trying to serve him.
Bro, his ass is in Wyoming, bro. Fucking farming and shit with the cows and hurdle and all that. He's doing his thing, man. Wait, is it hurdle? Curdle? What do you say in farms? You have, like, livestock and you have curdle? Hurdle?
Herd. Yeah, just herd.
I think I was mixing cattle and herd. Yeah, okay. I wasn't going to sit right. I was going to watch it back and be like, what did I mean? Yeah, man. He's all there doing all that shit.
Yeah.
Should we talk about Mr.
Yeah, the spicy spice.
I didn't know everyone hated Salt Bae so much. So this week, did not know. Well, last week, actually.
With the World Cup shit. So Mr. Salt Bae, if you guys haven't seen, if you don't know Salt Bae, I feel like you guys already know. He be putting meat in people's mouths with his steakhouse rituals. But
would you let him do that? You go, you pay all this money to fly out to one of his restaurants. You got Salt Bae there, and he wants to do some shit, dropping some meat in your girl's mouth. You gonna let him do it?
No, I wouldn't even let him drop it in my mouth. I seen guys that are like, I'm like, yo, get out of here, dog. You think I'm gonna let him drop it in my girl's mouth? Yeah. My girl even opened her mouth. She paying for the dinner.
Dude, I'm leaving her ass. Why you opening your mouth for another man like that?
Y'all be mad? What if y'all taking a video? He's all like dangling that motherfucker. She just go up and boom, take it real quick. You mad?
I'm mad. I'm mad.
I'm a little annoyed.
And it's not even about insecurity. It's just like that's a terrible look.
Yeah.
Like, why are you taking meat from another man
but
like
it's part of the experience.
No, it's not.
Nah, the experience is the fucking food.
I don't even want nobody pouring a shot in my mouth. So it's like, nah, bro. I'm not taking.
I gotta be lit for that. I got a weak stomach, so I don't know how much they're gonna pour and shit.
I hate when people try to do that shit. I feel stupid as hell because they'll pour. Most of the time they'll over pour.
Yeah, they're just having too much fun.
But yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so Salt Bae. So recently, we've been seeing him in the World Cup. You've seen him with Messi. He was trying to talk to Messi, grabbed him. Messi gave him a weird look, looked away, and then he just kept being in all the photos with all the winners of the World Cup. So he's just trying to take pictures. You know, he just kind of trying to run up his clout.
Being a fucking groupie.
Yeah, so he's just trying to be in the cut at the perfect moment. But a lot of people kind of just saw through it, and they're just like, maybe this guy is not the guy that we think he's trying to be. Or maybe I'm not wording that right. But
What the guy he's portraying or something like that? I mean, he's chasing clout. That's what it sounds like. It's like, what's wrong with that?
yeah, I feel like, or maybe he just got exposed in that side.
I didn't know it was that loaded though. That dude got stupid bread. I did not know he was like that much of a multimillionaire.
What's his net worth? Let's look at this real quick. I feel like
Salt Bae, what, tens of millions?
All right,
of millions?
give me some guesses. Give me some
owns
guesses.
17 restaurants. Net worth, I'm gonna say 14 million. That's probably so light.
I'll say 20.
Let's
40.
say I say 12.
Hell nah.
Let me see.
He
Get outta
went to
here,
too many
bro.
World Cup games. 45.
Get out of
80
here,
million.
bro.
What?
60 million.
I was
bro.
close.
Whoa.
Yeah, I had a
What
feeling,
the-
bro. He was at too many
Whoa.
World Cup games with his little broke ass.
And I know you can't believe net worth all the time, but still, 60
Yeah, but
million?
it's not gonna be that far off.
Yeah,
Tell you
yeah,
that
yeah.
much.
God damn.
They say he owns 17 restaurants.
His come up is crazy, bro. Just working in, like, being in a poor ass family, just starting a job in a restaurant and just staying in the restaurant until you get your first restaurant. It's like, or a steakhouse. He actually got a steakhouse. I feel like steakhouses make hella bread, bro.
So wait, what's the issue with it? So people are just mad that he's jumping in pictures?
It's because we've seen him in the media for so long, and it's just like the same exact thing. He got banned from Rolling Loud in 2023.
Okay.
So it's just like, I feel like more more events will probably start catching him trying to do this type of shit. So
He's
I guess
marketing.
that's yeah.
I mean, I'm saying, like, what's the issue with him
Well,
marketing? Like,
I'll tell you here. All right, here's what they're saying. Salt Bae banned from another top event after World Cup antics and cringy videos of Mbappe and Messi. The fame-hungry chef has been slammed after badgering Messi for a selfie, as well as cringy videos with the Argentina captain. Got it. He was meat-hugging. Damn, some of these pictures are actually crazy.
he was kissing dude?
His rap sheet also includes picking up the World Cup trophy, a privilege reserved for their winning players, heads of state, and FIFA officials, and grabbing and biting a player's medal. That's actually crazy. They did that. I did see that. Chef, whose real name is Nusret Goschi, whatever, was subsequently banned from attending the U.S. Open Cup football tournament. Now the organizers of Rolling Out Loud Music Festival have taken preventative measures to stop the Salt Bae attending. We have also banned Salt Bae from Rolling Loud LA 2023 in March, they tweeted. Dang, like he was really that bad?
Yo.
Why would he even go to Rolling Loud? Like, why is Salt Bae that Rolling Loud? Like, who cares? He's
Someone gonna bring him out.
So, okay, he was really just clout chasing, being a groupie. But I will say this, though. You fucked up by doing it with soccer. Soccer is a world-renowned sport, heralded as one of the greatest of all, you know what I'm saying? Like, not greatest of all time, but just heralded. People love soccer. You cannot go pick up the trophy like that. Like the superstitions and like all the little intricacies of soccer and how you're supposed to handle certain things. Like you can't do certain celebrations. You can't say certain things. Like there's a whole culture to soccer. You can't go pick up a trophy after they just won a game. Like that's really crazy to me. Like,
Yeah.
I heard he put a salt on the trophy, bro.
that
Really?
dude's
No,
crazy.
no,
He just
no.
walks around with salt in his, his back pocket.
The thing is, not a bad move as far as like gaining clout. Like, all right, you want to come to you want to be big because he was really trending during the World Cup and stuff.
Yeah.
Then you want to be big, you want to look like you're cool with the players, but like there's so many people you see do that at NBA games where you know they cool because the player come up to him, dap him up, and that's their thing. They're not fucking, aside from Drake, but Drake's different because he mean a lot to Toronto and he has partial ownership in the Raptors. He does a bunch, so he's going to be out there turning up with the players. But other people, bro, you're not running around in the huddle celebrating with them, grabbing the trophies. Like,
Right.
That's not how you look cool. That's how you look hella cringe. If he had just been in the cut, been chilling, he already has content with Mbappe, with a few of them, he has content, whatever. He could have just been in the cut, dap up one of them. There's going to be a video, bro. Everyone will know Salt Bae was there. You don't need to be running amok and trying to be in every picture because some of that shit looks very cringe, bro.
Maybe there's something wrong with him mentally. It's like you have so much attention and so much popularity, yet you want more.
It is
Yeah.
a global stage, though, so maybe he wants to, like, transcend into, like, getting even more global. I don't know exactly how big he is nationwide, or not nationwide,
Shit,
but, like,
60
globally.
million. That's pretty.
That's
pretty
money,
cool,
but
yeah.
I'm talking about just his reach. So like
Okay,
maybe
yeah.
he's thinking he could expand. Like more people from like overseas would be able to see him. But that's why I don't know what his reach is.
He's gonna have
currently.
his restaurant in third world countries. Can't even afford it, dog.
Hell nah.
$120 tomahawk.
Like,
Bro,
who was
I
playing?
hate
Argentina.
Yeah,
He got
bro.
some
wild.
trouble parts over
Bro,
there.
I hate the freaking gold flaked steaks, bro. I don't know why people buy those. Like, why are you paying extra?
Just
Like,
trying to spend.
dog, it's so stupid. I feel like you know when you have like silver fillings in your teeth. Have you ever?
Yeah,
Have you ever
once.
like chewed on foil?
Yeah.
And it gives you that
Oh, that
weird
shit
ring?
hurts.
Yeah.
Ooh, don't do it.
That's all I think about. Like when I see the steaks, it's like, what if some people have that shit and now they're fucked?
Yeah, interesting. I'd want to try it though. I just wouldn't want. I
Like
wouldn't
edible
spend
gold.
on
They
one.
got edible gold. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what they do on it.
How
but
does
like,
it come out?
yeah,
of your
I also
body?
I like the skin of like the outside of steak. So that's one thing I feel like missing out on. But I don't know. You know, you don't know till you try. But I wouldn't spend my own money. Maybe if it's like a write-off business dinner or I'm with someone that got bread. I'm with it.
See, that's crazy. You got banned though. That's funny. Like imagine Drake doing that.
That is
like,
that serious. He got banned. Like that's crazy.
Like Drake picks up the trophy before Kawhi did. And then now he's just banned from the stadium. Like,
Hey boy, they're gonna lose a lot if
Yo,
Drake
yo.
stop fucking with him.
The best picture is him biting the metal.
dude's
Salt Bae?
crazy.
Yeah, bro, that picture is so funny. All you see is the dude holding the kid and he's biting the metal, and you see the kid in the background.
Yeah,
And
bro.
it's just
Oh,
it's just
man.
straight jokes. Like, why are you biting the
And you're
metal?
not
But
even from there or nothing. It's not even like it's your country, bro. You were just wait. Who it was?
he's Turkish.
It was Messi that one.
No, it was another
Ronaldo.
player.
Oh, Messi won. Yeah. He,
Messi that one.
Messi that one. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so Messi won. Yeah, he was just sucking off Ronaldo like a week or two right before that. So it's like, bro, how are you there turning up that hard? Like he's literally, you know what he reminds me of? Salt Bae reminds me of Lil Mama when she went up on stage when Jay-Z and Alicia Keys were performing. But at least it was Lil Mama's state. Like it was about New York. She from New York. She thought it was a moment. But that's genuinely what Salt Bae reminds me of. No doubt. It's straight Lil Mama vibes.
And if you already have content with Mbappe, the guy that Messi just played against in the World Cup, and then now you're celebrating with
Sucking them all
Messi right
off.
away, it's like, okay, we see what the fuck you doing.
You
dog.
biting the trophy. Like, bro, you didn't do anything. Like, you actually had zero participation. I don't even think you fired up the team.
How did he even get on the field? That's the crazy part.
60 million. You'll
You'll
get on the
you do what
field.
you will. Good.
Salt Bae, you got a name and you got stupid bread. Yeah, you'll be here. Someone got a free steak dinner.
That's a
Or a
joke.
few of them.
That's wild.
I
Bro.
bet Messi's
I
not
feel like
going
his
there.
pause. I feel like his meat is fire.
Gotta be.
Gotta be, bro. You have 17 steakhouses, everyone pulling up, and like the way he be slicing his shit up just look fire. And then because during these clips of everyone bashing him, I've been seeing all these like slow mos and him feeding. I'm like, man, that steak is good.
Have you guys had tomahawk steak?
Yeah,
Maybe. I don't
Bro,
remember.
tomahawk is so good. I went to Perch this one time.
Perch is fire.
Bro, it was so
Love the Perch.
Bro, it's so elegant in there. They got the
Rooftop LA, rooftop LA. No, they have a bunch of stuff. You should try the Perch
You
one
would
day
love
for sure.
it. You would love it.
Downtown LA rooftop. Brr.
You go up to the rooftop, they have a tree inside at the
Inside
top.
that bitch.
And
And then
it's
if you go to the
lit up.
top floor bar on the rooftop.
I know all the trees.
Dog, 2 people, I paid like almost $300.
Damn.
Bro,
This is the conversation I was having when I was talking about these retards we see flexing that'll flex anything like, yo, I got them good runs. I got them cookies on me. Like, oh, great. You paid $45 for an eighth. That's awesome. What a flex, right? Where do you live at? What do you drive? Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about? Same shit applies. Like, for those stupid flexes, like restaurant, $300, that's a lot, right? It's a lot for dinner, but it's not a lot to have in your account.
yeah.
Like, so if you, like, anyone, if you have 500 in your account, you could go spend that. I mean, fuck it. If you have 300 in your account, you could just blow it all on that, save 50 for gas money, and flex it. People just be flexing shit that's, like, so momentary.
I
But
took
it's
an
like,
L that day. It was
yeah,
just
that's
like,
an L. Yeah, for anybody, it's going to be like, fuck, that's an expensive meal. This isn't an everyday thing.
Yeah.
But some motherfuckers, bro, they go anywhere. They're, yeah, man, we out here, bro. We doing this shit. Bro, I think anyone could be able to afford this.
Yeah.
Show me the next snap. When you gonna be back there?
Yeah,
When-
yeah.
Do you think the experience was worth it? Like, okay, of course it's high price,
For
but like,
sure.
was the food that good? Was
Yeah.
it the atmosphere, the ambiance?
It don't max out on them tacos we had yesterday.
Oh,
I'll be real.
man.
But it's a different type of restaurant. But
Okay.
bro, honestly, I feel like
That's-
all the rooftop LA restaurants, they're elegant, they're fancy.
Hmm.
So just the ambiance, the experience, I'm not ordering no wines there, bro. The wines are literally 120 a bottle type shit. But
Okay.
it just be the food is fire and the overall elegant and the view be amazing.
Okay, so look, the restaurant's beautiful on the inside, but it's also the people you're going in there for, because those types of places are hot spots for influencers, for celebrities, any
You
of these
going there
people.
for them?
No,
You're
I'm
a fucking pussy, bro.
because if
You're Salt Bae. You're for sure Salt Bae.
No, I'm telling you.
Eating everybody food.
I'm telling you, because look, if you're consistently going to those places, you're gonna end up talking to someone. That's
not trying to tell me people are booking perch reservations, which
I'm
you have to
just-
book ahead so that they can continuously go. They have money now because they're spending all this on food to hopefully meet an influencer that they can run into in the elevator on the way down.
I'm not
and then
talking
network.
about average people. I'm just saying that that's a place that a lot of people will go and they'll still make connections there.
At a restaurant?
Yes, 100%. Think about it. There's so many places to take pictures. They have a place where you have the bar, you can stand up, and you can talk to people. These are places like
Niggas is not going to
and
perch
some
to
people-
network, bro. Maybe the
it's
bar.
a
Maybe
place-
the bar. Upstairs, I'll give you that.
It's
But you
places-
go and sit at your table with your party. You don't walk up to someone else while they're eating and make an introduction. And you get walked into the perch from the elevator. So
I'm not saying like
Who
the
is doing
average person. Like I'm saying like okay, like Russ and Ed Sheeran. You know how they met?
Huh.
They met at Carbone. They were sitting at two separate places, but they met at Carbone.
But you're
They're
talking
both-
about millionaires
I
that
understand
happen to
that.
run into each other.
That's
no one
exact-
is going there so that they can network. I might catch
I'm
someone
not
at perch.
talking about the average person. I'm talking about this is a hot spot for
For influencers.
influencers. Yes. So influencers, they will end up meeting each other there. I'm not saying that's
Hell
the
nah.
main intent. But if you want to
And
be,
you changed
if you
it,
want
and
to
you
have
changed
wealth, if you want to have wealth, I feel like you got to be.
But you already
around
got wealth
people.
if you're going to perch every day.
Yo,
Wealth
Why
is an
not-
expensive restaurant. You already have money. That means you already have shit behind you. Yeah, if you a celebrity, you run into another celebrity, but no one is trying to build up their career going to the perch and being like, I might run into some influencers.
Well, I'm gonna
here.
go. I'm gonna try to find some
Nigga, do that
influencers.
shit. Right, let me know how your investment goes. I need you to
I
invest
will.
$2,000 total.
Every weekend
And you
I'ma
better
go.
make some connections.
I will.
Walk up to a nigga at his table.
with no tooth.
Hey, bro.
Yeah,
I only
okay.
see this side, so there's a tooth. There's tooth there.
Okay, well.
There you
All
go.
the teeth.
You just want to be like Christian so badly, bro.
Oh God.
Do we have anything else? We have something else?
Nothing crazy. I mean, we got Frederick and No Jumper, but
Oh, the Frederick stuff?
I don't really have a take besides niggas need to stop doing nigga shit. So
Yeah, we're probably all gonna say the same shit.
yeah.
Motherfuckers be doing like they be like, man,
I
what's
don't
his
have
name? What's his
sympathy,
name?
honestly.
Frederick.
Frederick Holder. I don't have sympathy, honestly. It's
Frederick Holder. No
sad somebody
sympathy
lost
for
their
T.
life. I mean, okay, bad on the police
for not wearing the body.
for not wearing the body cam. Bad on the police for not identifying a clear gun. But at the same time, who's gonna do that when you
Boy,
you think you might get shot? Exactly.
I just
yeah.
got that Mossberg 590 shockwave, boy. I don't know,
Let's
man.
just talk about your gun, dog. Let's just talk about
Nah,
your
I'm
gun.
saying-
Hey, somebody point a finger at this
I'm
nigga.
saying, let me just hope I got the. So let me just hope that after I done pulled up on you, got a call about you driving erratic in a box truck, pulled up on you, you then took off. We had to chase you down. But here's the thing. So if the story is true that he pointed the lighter that was gun shaped at him,
Yeah.
It's like a butane lighter.
Yeah.
it take less than that for me, dog. It take less than that. I'm gonna let it go. So, like a lot of the evidence that like the family's talking about, look at his mugshot. Look how I'm like, well, that's how you look after you get shot
33
17 times. I'll be
yeah.
honest, like
Yeah.
you get 17 rounds hit you. Like I don't need to see a mugshot. I just need to understand the train of events, the sequence of events leading up to it. And so here's the thing. I think there should be reprimanded because, bro, if you don't have a body cam, and the sheriff's department is slimy.
Yeah,
Slime
right,
bags.
right.
They have known gangs. I did editing for a case of the most fucked up stuff that they did to a totally unarmed guy. So the sheriff's department is slimy. I'm not unaware of the sliminess that goes on with the sheriff's department. Look up the gangs if you don't know it. But that's the only thing I can really fault, not wearing the body cams. But aside from that, this guy's in a box truck. His family don't even know what he was on. Was he working?
Right,
I don't know. He
exactly,
just be
yeah.
doing shit. I know niggas. Okay, I know that. I can understand. I already know this type of situation where, I don't know, he be working, he be doing shit. I don't know what he on. Okay, then he has his little shit down. They said the ramp was down and it was scraping on the ground or whatever. So people were calling concern and he was driving erratically. Cops pull up on him. You want to run. The only thing we don't know is if he really pointed that thing. But the fact
Right.
that he had that.
Yeah.
That is you might have just wanted it to end things, to be honest, if you're pointing that at people, at an officer.
It's like we just have to go off of their word at that point. Like, they're saying that, oh, he pointed it at them. What if he didn't? What if it's like he did?
And that's-
what,
and
what
that's
if
the part we'll never know.
Yeah. So it's like he got shot. Because if you see the lighter, it has blood on it. But bro, they were torching his ass.
But
Like,
that motherfucker, the thing is, you have a gun-shaped lighter, so it could have been a bailout for the cops. It could have been like, he was unarmed,
Yeah.
they clap him, and then they
oh,
sorry,
look
not
at
to be
this.
insensitive. Yeah, and then they look like, oh, fuck.
Oh, that's perfect.
Bro, we didn't even have to stash that gun we bring on us, the unmarked gun they put on him. Wow, this is already made for us. So that's the
okay.
only thing. But the all the stuff that leads up to it, you're
But why did they come out with the AR?
I was
Why did
gonna
they-
say that.
why-
That's kind of sketchy too, because usually they don't bring out the long rifles unless they know to bring out the long rifles. Usually it's just you got pistols, and then it's like, oh, we need more. We need.
Did they shoot him
bring
with
out
the AR, or they just
Well,
had it?
no,
Yeah, on the
guy,
other
that was the
side.
first thing he did. You had like 2 people hop out with like pistols. One dude like hopped out and grabbed the long rifle, like running up to
and he
the
went
to the
to
scene.
the passenger side.
But
Yeah,
did he air him out with the rifle? I
I
thought it
believe
was
so.
all.
I don't,
That would make
probably.
sense why they say his body was very torn up. Because I was thinking 9mm, shucks, like that was a
Yeah.
different hollow tip.
And I don't know if it was 17 shots or 33. I don't remember.
No,
No,
they
it was
shot 33,
33.
17
Oh,
hit him.
33. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. But I mean,
That's the thing. That's the thing about the story. It's like you don't know exactly what happened, so it's all speculation, and it's just their word against a dead man.
But
so
see,
it's like, okay,
But that's the thing, like, that's not enough for me to be like, fuck the cops, let's go out and protest. Let me like yell, because we don't know. Like, we don't know is something that actually puts me more not at ease, but that's gonna put me more at rest as far as I don't have much to say about it if I can't prove it. What we do know is the cops pulled up on you, you wouldn't get out, they got called because of your driving, and then you ran from them.
but what about the policy? I thought you can't pull out a gun on them unless they're trying to use the vehicle as a weapon against you.
You can't
guys.
shoot them unless they're trying to use a vehicle as a weapon against you.
but if you hold a
they-
object that looks like a gun, oh, you're getting lit
Then
the
they're gonna
fuck
get lit
up.
But also,
Okay.
no, once you've already ran, they're coming out with the cops. They're coming out with the guns drawn. And I've had conversations too where it's their procedure. If a gun is marked stolen, and they've had people where basically their car gets stolen, they end up finding it. They get it back, but they're like, yo, okay, good that you found it. Like some crackhead probably left in the neighborhood, but you can't drive it yet. Like we need to mark it as not stolen. Because if you drive in this, you're going to get pulled over at gunpoint. They pull over everyone at gunpoint if they feel like it's stolen. So there's other times where you're going to be at gunpoint, which is fucked up in a lot of situations. I read about this one case, but I don't want to go into it. But it was fucked up because it was the DMV that made a mistake. So they still got
Wow.
put at gunpoint. And there was a case. They won.
Whoa.
It wasn't a big win. They won like 100,000.
Okay.
For what compared to what they could have won, but still they won that trial.
Hey, y'all want to steal my car?
Hey, let's go.
But it was so the thing is, bro, you did all that. That's what we know is true. And so it's just it's a risky game you're playing, bro. When you go on a run from the police and you have shit that's shaped like guns, even if you don't, bro, you're running a big risk. And I'll bet you, since you already wouldn't get out the first time, here's one thing I will take a gander at. He wouldn't get out the first time. You then ran. I don't think the first thing he did was stick his hands out the window like that and wave
Right.
these motherfucking fingers around, letting him like. I don't think that was what happened. So I think it's a dangerous game you're playing. The sheriff's department is slimy, so I would never put it past them. They're not this type of slime we like. They're the bad type of slime. But in this case, bro, I don't have nothing to base off. All I can say is they fucked up not wearing the body cams because now it is
Yeah, for
open to
sure.
interpretation. You say
Like
he pulled
nobody
something,
had it
no
on.
one saw that. So that is something I do think should be reprimanded, especially with the sheriff's department's bad history.
It was brown on black crime. They were all Hispanic.
Bro, there's a lot of Hispanic gangs in the sheriff's department, bro. It's wild. It's
Yeah.
fucked. Yeah, if you look up sheriff gangs, bro, a lot of documented ones, and you'll see tattoos on them, and that shit is
Seriously?
still
Yeah,
going
no,
on.
deadass, yeah.
The
Damn.
sheriff out here is scary.
Yeah.
I would
damn.
way rather be pulled over LAPD any day, all day, nowadays.
Oh,
Different from like
so-
Rodney King and back then. Nowadays, for sure, LAPD.
So it's LAPD and then you have sheriffs.
Yeah,
so
so-
sheriffs are the ones you got to look out for.
Yeah,
So
so-
no, all of them, but sheriffs for sure.
So any city, they have their jurisdiction is done by a police department. But then when you get into the actual county, so like everything covering the county, that's when the sheriff would come into play. But I don't know, because now that I say that, that's not true entirely because they have, I think, more the outskirts, but the suburban areas, we still have, or even like the valley, we still are jurisdiction of LAPD.
Yeah, like
Sheriff too, though.
where I live, I don't have a Detroit PD. We got like the sheriff that be over. I ain't gonna say where I live at, but we got like a sheriff that
You
be
live in
patrolling-
Detroit.
Yeah, exactly. I live far as fuck. So LA County, but my area is pretty much like highway patrol, and then you got sheriffs that really be around. And shit
Yeah,
like that.
basically, sheriffs run counties. Police departments run like the majority,
city,
like
yeah.
Of the city?
But it's not
Okay.
limited to that because it's also
Yeah.
the suburbs of cities and just different parts. But overall, because there's LA County is pretty big and it's
That's
still a
very
sheriff.
complicated, man.
And then a lot of places, like if you have a smaller town, they're not gonna have an actual PD. They're just gonna have a
They
sheriff.
just have
That
to-
it's a bigger,
yeah. Like
We're
the sheriff
revolvers.
knows. Yeah, those small towns. It's like the sheriffs know everybody. Like they're pretty cool with
Facts.
everybody. I'm basing it off movies and TV shows, but
No, I think that's right though for sure.
Remember when you thought that sheriffs only had revolvers? That was crazy.
Yo,
that was crazy.
that's so funny. He's like, bro, sheriffs got revolvers, bro.
Okay. That's the last time I believe some dumbass motherfucker from work.
That's what that was. Oh, that's
and I
funny.
argued it, dog. I was like,
Bro, look it up. Sheriff's got revolvers. They always getting mad.
Only got the 6 shooters. That's crazy.
nah, I held it. You see, I'd be a great lawyer.
I was like, bro, you thinking of some like country, like southern, like down with the little shit in the back, like with the hat. 'Cause I'm like, wait, bro, there's LA County Sheriff, bro. They pulling niggas over in Compton and like
Glocky on.
Only
Inglewood.
6 shots? Only 6 shots?
Yeah, we're sheriffs. We only got revolvers. That's all the budget allowed for.
Budget's
Like, hell
a little,
no,
little
bro.
chippy.
Hey, do they have revolvers that are like more than 6 shots? We got like a 10-shot
I don't think
revolver?
so.
Maybe like some
That'd be
weird ass
cool.
unique.
Yeah,
gun,
yeah, maybe
like
some,
8 or
yeah,
something
some
like that.
wild
But nah,
shit.
they're usually
Because I've
6
seen the
shots.
the 8
Or
barrel
4. They got
shotgun
4.
is
They got
crazy.
2. They got 2. It's like when they first started making.
But
shit.
you're right, because there's like 8 barrel shotguns, but
yeah.
only seen on Edwin Sarkeesian's page.
Some
Like there's
crazy
some
shit,
crazy shit a YouTuber is gonna have. So I wouldn't be surprised if they. But
Can you customize a gun for yourself?
Yeah,
yeah,
Like
people customize
create
a lot of guns.
could people create like one just
like make a new gun.
yeah, make a new one. Is it
3D
possible?
printer type shit.
Nah,
Or you mean like
nah,
your
like
own,
just
like, brand?
with
I
the
mean-
metal. Like it's like you know how the gun works. So
Shit.
Yeah,
Gun
people do
makers
that all the
could.
time. Yeah, but you have to, of course, go through like the licensing and make sure everything is right, and you're doing stuff like
There's
that.
there's
cool
whole
stuff.
shooting there's whole shooting contests where they're all homemade guns. Not homemade, but they all 3D printed guns. So it's only 3D printer guns. But you see some crazy guns at those things.
they
I
ain't
think
ready
the-
for my rubber band,
I
dog.
think
They ain't
that
ready
there-
for my rubber band.
There's a company, I can't remember the name, but they got like the Honey Badger, and they kind of started making guns recently, like in the past decades or something like that. So you can make guns. It's just you got to make sure you go through the right shit. That you're not just walking around with your own certified pistols. and shit,
Okay. Make one out of wood.
So. Yeah, it ain't gonna work. That
one out
ain't
of
working at all.
Bro, I want to bring the Shockwave onto the podcast so badly.
We gotta
So
get a gun where I
badly.
can just have
At
it
the
hanging.
end.
That's
Right.
what JC was saying, but I'm like, nah, bro. I want to have sponsors and stuff at one day. And he's like, well, you stuck at ads, bro, whatever. I'm like, yeah, but no one's gonna sponsor a podcast
was
with a
about to grab
fucking
it.
shotgun sitting in the background. At some point.
Put it on the mic. Just have it.
Yeah,
play.
Just chill with it. Yeah,
That's
right
the most
there.
fun shit. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say. I think I'm gonna have more fun shooting a shotgun than any other gun ever. Like AR, sniper, fucking bazooka. Maybe not bazooka.
The Draco though.
Well, no, I
Fuck.
just
Now I
that,
wanna
that
feel a
sound of a
machine.
pump just sound like just
Yeah,
seems like
that's
it'll be so
true.
much fun. Like that's gonna be so much fun versus just like letting off a Draco
Yeah, I
or
can
letting off
see
an AR or a pistol or something like
I
that. Even a
don't know.
Deagle. Deagle's like it's cool, bow, big gun,
Yeah.
but more fun shooting experience. I feel like a pump will be the best for me.
Hey, yeah, I do. And you've been one-on-one, but that shit's lame. You should get a Shockwave. No, just playing. We should never all get the, except for our Glocks, but we shouldn't all get the same guns. Just so we have more variety in the videos. Way
Yeah,
better.
hell yeah.
And we got to go up to the desert soon. They should definitely be expecting a desert vlog coming out very
Lego.
shortly, or not shortly. But we got to go film one for sure.
Yeah.
And then my music video will drop. Oh my
Oh,
goodness, I'm
yeah.
so excited for that, bro.
Yeah.
We'll get more
Content.
shots for it too. Oh fuck the can. Well, it's fine. We can stay main. But yeah. What was like? Oh, what y'all on after this? What we get some drinks in here or not?
Hanging
chilling?
out,
Oh,
man.
get
We
some
hanging
beer. I
out?
was finna go home, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
some beers and I'll
Come on,
probably
man. I
just
need
start
my
editing
boys
and
near
shit.
me, dog. I need my boys near me.
That
Yeah,
depression.
it honestly sounds like a vibe. Sounds like a vibe tonight. Yeah,
not
all right,
too
let's
bad.
do that.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
cool.
we can
Well,
fix the lasagna.
we got plots. Y'all do your thing. Fits the what?
the poem I did, little shit.
Oh,
just
okay.
talking shit.
Nah, I feel you. I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna say something about the music video. I
you
wanna
gonna watch
see
it again?
Do you have the laptop?
No, I didn't.
You
really.
pussy. Nah, I don't want to watch the video. It doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the
Yeah,
same.
right.
All right, man. It's been a good time, man. Appreciate everyone viewing viewing this. Appreciate you. Pod 88, man. This one's in the books.
89.
My bad. Pod 88. Fuck. Again. We're done, bro. Pod 89.
Thank you.